Happy New Year, happy Hogmanay, guys. It's 2024, and I think this is the point in the year where basically everyone has that nice moment of reflection, looking at everything that you've achieved and accomplished over the last year and trying to use that as fuel, as motivation, as impetus to give yourself a reason to improve in the next year and try and move on, maybe achieve some more stuff, have some more happiness, better habits, remove bad habits, whatever it is that's going on. New Year, it's always that kind of point where everyone likes to kind of reflect and make some goals and set some objectives, make some resolutions for the year ahead. And here on the channel, we are no different. But to do this video, guys, I had to go all the way back to last January 2023, and think about where the channel was, where we've came to, and everything that's going on in between. And honestly, in preparing for this video, I cannot thank you enough. Every single one of you guys that's been here at any stage over the year, whether you just joined watching the videos in December, or if you've been here even longer than all that, there has been hundreds of videos, hundreds of live streams go out on the channel, and the engagement and the support from all of you guys in the community and the subscribers, the FC Barcelona community, it is, I lose words very quickly trying to be eloquent in expressing my gratitude for it all, because genuinely I cannot think of the words that really do it justice enough. Every single one of you is an absolute hero and legend. I see you in the comment section, I see you in the live chats, and honestly, I couldn't do any of this without you guys, and I cannot thank you enough. I hope you've had a great 2023 here on the channel, and I'm hoping to do much more on the channel throughout 2024. A big part of the jet fuel, or the fuel that's in the channel, is the support that I get from Sorare, thankfully. Sorare are huge fans of the channel because of all the beginner content, tutorials, basic customer service function that is offered here on the channel on a 24/7 basis, it does feel like. And over 2023, Sorare support was so fantastic. I managed to make it to 13 football matches myself. The vast majority of them were ticket giveaways where all you guys were coming to the game with me, whether it was Villa Park, where I got to go to one of the most historic Premier League grounds, get to my first ever 3 p.m. Premier League kickoff match. They did a great giveaway for that. Sorare themselves invited me to Tottenham, which was brilliant. But going to St James's Park to see Newcastle at home and Man United, and that game was just fantastic. And going to the Etihad to see Man City v Liverpool, huge bucket list fixtures that I was able to attend, give tickets away to, and all the rest of it. On top of that, guys, I made it to 9 Celtic matches this year. 3 games against Aberdeen, which felt like a bit like Groundhog Day, but games with Hibs, St Mirren, Livingston, 2 derby matches as well, and also getting invited to the Anfield experience, being able to play football on Anfield, getting changed in Andy Robertson's wardrobe or his station or whatever, using the showers there, getting treated like a VIP afterwards, getting all the goodies and the 3-course dinner and all that kind of stuff. And when I think about money can't buy, I can't believe I done this, experiences or whatever, being invited onto the Overlap to do Old Firm Glasgow Derby fan debate thing was huge. Recording with Chris Sutton, recording with Ali McCoist, other big Celtic channels that I'm a huge fan of, and some of the Rangers channels that I've never seen before. It was unreal. It was fantastic. It was great to be in that in real world environment of like a big production and kind of how it goes on and all that kind of stuff. Really loved it, and that was incredible, an unforeseen opportunity that was fantastic. And around about the same time as well, again, thanks to all the Celtic content we do at the Celtsar here, who have been huge supporters of myself individually, want me on their channel to make content for them. They don't tell me what to make, they just say, Quinny, make some stuff and give us it. I've been in press conferences with Brendan Rodgers, I've been in press conferences with Ange Postecoglou, asking them questions, them answering me, and I was on Sky Sports News. When Brendan Rodgers comes back to Celtic, they phoned me. They wanted to speak to Quinny and say, what do you think about Brendan Rodgers coming back to Celtic? What world are we living in? Amazing. I started playing this game, guys, just as an avid football fan. I had no designs or ideas of coming into content and doing all this kind of stuff, but I had such a huge appetite for the game that I just couldn't keep it to myself. We ended up, turning the camera on and making some videos, and thanks to the support from you guys and Sorare together, all of this has been possible. I couldn't do this without any, I need all of these here, guys, and what a year we've had. We were just under 8,000 subscribers at the moment. We've been pushing for 10,000 all calendar year, but I had to go back. We've actually more than doubled the subscriber count over the last 12 months or so, which is fantastic. But also in doing this, it's very easy to forget how much has actually happened in a year. This now marks 1 full year of Ronaldo being in Saudi Arabia. Messi is now in the MLS playing for Miami, which might seem like old news, but You know, if you wound back 12 months and said Ronaldo will stay in Saudi Arabia forevermore, it's not a flash in the pan, and Messi will go to Miami, it would have been, you know, not maybe hard to believe, but maybe all that doesn't happen that quickly necessarily. But when you look at Sorare all the way back in January, we had no cash wallet. Cap modes were just coming in because of the NBA, the success they'd had over there. And the draft modes after the success of the Global Cup just started to come in that January, February period. We never even got the Premier League cards until February, late February, I think it was, mid-February or so. And it really feels since then, it's been 2023. All that feels like way longer than a year ago. But when you actually look at the year, you know, that's actually panned out, Sorare have actually broke through so many key milestones, made so many massive improvements that, you know, when you're at the coalface playing Sorare every game week, you can kind of lose the perspective of how long things take to unroll, or how long ago something's been in play for, that kind of thing. And I just feel like, you know, for myself on the channel, like it's been a mainly Sorare focused channel for the largest part of its existence. But throughout the summer, I'm trying to stretch my wings a bit more. I'm trying to make content that I enjoy making. Not that I don't enjoy Sorare content, of course, but there's only so many times you can do the best players for a tenner and the best players for 50 quid and whatever. So I'm now starting to use the Sorare content to look at football teams and players and all the rest of it through our avid viewing of football and, you know, our love of the game, basically. And thankfully now on the channel, we've got lots of fans from Aston Villa, from Newcastle, from Wolves, obviously Celtic and Scottish football teams as well. But I've really enjoyed trying to push myself out there and make other types of content that I believe I'm capable of making in terms of insight-wise and whatever. And I just hope that you guys enjoy it and you get something out of it, and we can keep this dream situation alive where I just talk about football all day and talk to you guys, and we'll have a rare old time playing Sorare and watching matches together. And when I think about that stuff, again, it's so easy to forget that this year we had our first ever live podcast that we did this year. The guys that organised Sorare Sevens were also very gracious in setting us up and getting us invited there. They organised a fantastic event thanks to Sorare, and we did a live podcast there. There'll be another Sorare Sevens in 2024 in Falkirk. Be sure to check out Sorare Sevens for details, and you can get your tickets for that. We'll probably be doing another kind of live podcast there as well. But that's something that I had no idea, no imagination of doing. Got the invite and just thought, hey, let's go for it. And for a person like me that's trying to figure all that, I'm learning all of this stuff on the job, as it were, you know, making videos, editing, and, you know, I get some help with it now, which is great, and all the rest of it. But the undertaking of doing a live thing, setting all the equipment up, bringing the equipment, making sure it all works properly, having enough cameras and all that kind of stuff, like that was, I felt like that was quite a huge achievement. I feel that I've done well with that. I hope everyone that was there enjoyed it somewhat. I think they could tell I was a wee bit flapping, maybe a wee bit out my depth in that respect. And, you know, the podcast is on the channel, so you can check it out, Sorare Sevens. You'll find it easy enough. And yeah, for anyone that watched it, I hope you enjoyed it as well. It was great banter, and I loved that, having the crowd in front of me. And I said to the guys, like, it feels like I've got the live chat here. And, you know, it was brilliant. So I'd love to do that kind of thing again. Sorare Sevens will be on this year. Maybe we do something extracurricular over and above that as well. And then thinking about things that are just unbelievable. Thanks to, and again, I talk about the community and all you guys that really support the channel and all the rest of it, but I've made like genuinely like half a dozen to a dozen real world friends through making content. And, you know, right in the top order of all of that, of course, is John Nellis, who is, you guys all know John. He's had a big year, he's absolutely exploded. But John did me an absolute solid in the summer. You know, number one, you guys won't know this, right? Big props to John, fist bump. But as you guys all know, we got a sponsorship. A bookie sponsored the channel. We had QuinnBet sponsoring us for a while, which was great. We'll see if they come back in 2024. But that was all thanks to John. They reached out to him. He said, I can't do it. But my mate Quinny would love to, I'm sure. So I never kind of publicly thanked him, I suppose. Obviously, he's had plenty of thanks and all the rest of it from me already. But, you know, that was fantastic. It was a real thing that helped the channel out in a big way. And I could not have done that without him. But then on top of that, right around the same time, he gets invited onto the Man City treble winning parade through Manchester, and he's got 2 tickets, and the big man thinks, I know who I'm going to bring, and he brought me. And honestly, guys, for a distance Man City fan, I've supported Man City since '99, the Gillingham playoff game. If you're familiar with it, you'll know the story. I don't need to tell it already, but that for me, I've been to City games and stuff like that now, which is great, but that really did make me feel much more like I can say I'm a City fan and feel maybe less embarrassed about it being from Glasgow or whatever, because That's something that I've done that, and it really made me feel, and that is pretty priceless. And I can't thank John enough on all sorts of levels for inviting me to that, for me being there, how much I appreciate it, how amazing it was, how unforgettable it was, everything about it, So John, if you're watching this, big thanks to you. And all the matches I've managed to get to as well, there's always been those I've managed to meet Sorare scouts and managers from all over the place at all these events as well. And you guys never disappoint. These are all fantastic. We're all on the same wavelength. We all enjoy the same stuff. And it is unlike any other stranger meetup you'll ever do, where you can meet a bunch of strangers and instantly you're just all on the same wavelength. And it's like you all know each other. It's been absolutely fantastic. But with the matches I've managed to go to, I've been with McBride, with Hendo, with John, with Simply Alex, with Charlie, it's our dime bar, Sam Ty, Plastician, Wayne Tatum up the Villa when we went to Villa Park, where we're meeting lots of Sorare scouts and managers round about there as well, as Mel, MDJ, Sorare Buzz, Dan, of course, we were at a game with Dan. And that's the biggest part of all this for me, is the real world implications of this all doing well, and having tickets to give away to you guys. But not just tickets, I have given away 137 cards on this channel throughout the year. Now, first and foremost, a huge shout out and thanks and appreciation has to go to the patron saint of the channel, Sorare Monkey, because he has donated a bucket of those cards into the giveaways throughout the back half of 2023, certainly. But over this year, it's not just been limited, but we've gave away rares, we've gave away high value cards and limited decent prospects in rare. And another, honestly, Sorare Monkey, co-host of the Sorare Ramble, one of the best, if not the best, Sorare podcast out there. Be sure to check it out and support that, because he supports this channel like nothing. And if you like this content, you should definitely check out Sorare Monkey and Sorare Ramble. There's no two ways about it. But another huge member of the community that I would call a real world friend if I'd actually met him, not met him yet, is Josh Forth. He donated as a super rare. I tried to do a deal with him, and Josh was just like, hey, Quinny, take this and give it away to someone. So we've not just given away limiteds of high value, rares of decent prospects, but a legit starting playing super rare has been given away on the channel as well. And guys, I will give away as much stuff as I possibly can. The bigger this channel gets, the more stuff that Sorare will give me to give you guys or other people, So the more you can do to support this, the more I'll do it to give it all back to you as well. And on the members content, the members section, FC Barcelona does my Sorare Club, and in the YouTube members section we do member specific content, early access and pro level streaming, where like you guys in the live chat will say, Quinny, look at my gallery, build my lineups, and we go through it meticulously and we set out where people are maybe needing to move direction, or what card they need to buy or sell, or whatever is going on. And the member section is growing hugely this year, and genuinely it's one of the things that's keeping the channel in the studio operational. So legit, I've saved probably the best cohort of all you guys from last, but the members on the channel, I can't say the words because there is not enough words to say how grateful I am, and I am losing my voice continuously as I'm doing this video. But thanks to you guys, the viewers, the subscribers, the FC Barcelona community, the Sorare scouts and managers, heroes and legends from all over the world that tune into the Deadline show every week with me and Harry, that tune into the End Product podcast with me and Stish, or are getting involved in the Sorare videos, the football videos, everything else between. I cannot thank you enough for everything we've done together in 2023, and hopefully in 2024 we go on and we do much more of this stuff as well. Now guys, I still want us to hit 10,000 subscribers. I think that's a huge milestone that we do need to hit on the channel. But as you have noticed, I've tried to do some of the giveaway stuff a bit more on Instagram, and not so much on Twitter, because these other platforms, unfortunately for me, doing this as an endeavor, I need to have these places all have lots of numbers as well. So if you are on any other platforms, linked in the description of every video is all my other social media networks. Even if you're not on them that much, even just jumping on it and hitting a follow helps me more than you will ever know. So don't forget guys, at any point in any of the videos over 2024, if you laugh, you learn, you like something or whatever, please like and subscribe to the channel, sharing and retweeting it, putting it in WhatsApp groups and all that good stuff, of course. On screen now, guys, is a playlist of 16 pro-level masterclass Sorare tutorials for all levels of strategy of the game. There'll be something in there for you. Stay out of trouble, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.